Hello, and
Hello?
welcome back.
Hi. Oh, we're good.
So, this is episode 2 of Uncommon Thoughts.
Yeah, welcome back. If you
Yeah.
found your way over here once again.
Yeah,
Or if it's your first time.
Thank you for all the support, by the way. Everyone that listened to the first one, we really appreciate it.
We were kind of surprised.
Yeah, I did not expect this many people to listen.
Yeah. Shout out to my friends who have been reaching out. I don't want to give any last names on here. I don't know if y'all want me to.
Don't dox anyone.
Yeah, but we'll do first names, I guess. Do you think that's okay?
I think that's fine. Like, who's listening?
Right, okay.
Except
True.
for Tom Hanks, you know?
Tom
and
Hanks.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but they texted us. They said we could say their last name.
Yeah, we can say their last names because they're famous.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, shout out Jack. Shout out Sarah. Thanks for the support and some suggestions. Like I said, we are always welcome to suggestions as we're trying to figure this whole thing out anyways. So keep it coming.
Thank you to Cody for the constructive criticism. We genuinely appreciate it. We're trying to make this better. So.
Oh yeah, Cody, thank you. So I called it Lo-fi. Cody wanted me to know that it's lo-fi.
Yes.
I have a few other constructions.
She, if you weren't aware, she is in construction now.
I'm the manager.
She really took that feedback hard, and she's quitting.
I just realized podcasting isn't for me.
I could have told you that.
Hope it's gonna have to,
It's just gonna be me, but as two people. Be like, oh, hey, Lindsey. Hey. You guys missed a beautiful moment earlier where for some reason her mic was messing up and her voice sounded like, what did you say, a villain?
I sounded like a villain, like when the voice is kind of distorted so people can't tell who they are.
Yeah.
Hello. I think it's doing it again.
I don't understand why.
This is the real me. This is who I am now. This is who I am meant to be. Hope. Sounds like a villain, like you will put the money in the envelope and you will send it by 12 o'clock midnight and you will have it in the delivery van.
I don't know what I said. You will drop the money off.
Maybe one day we'll release the little clip of it.
Maybe we can put that in the intro. We're working on the intro.
Well, maybe.
Honestly, if anyone listening wants to help us make an intro for this, we are very open to that because I have tried and I can't. I am just that's not something I can do. I am not good with sound.
Nancy.
It took us like 20 minutes to set up this recording.
It was tough. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're learning. Definitely a lot of learning going on here, but I think that's, oh my god, that is really important.
You always have to keep learning. Well, I kind of want to start off by making a few corrections. Not constructions, corrections.
Okay.
So
I'm here for it.
So last episode, I was talking about the NBA, and I was wrong about almost everything I said.
Where'd you get the information that you were so wrong about?
Well,
did you remember it wrong?
I think so.
Yeah, that's
one
fair.
One of the articles that I was like, oh, I just got a update from Bleacher Report. I think it was about the NFL, about the seat coverings, like the first 6 to 8 rows, because the NBA they're in a bubble, so it's only the players, and they're at Disney World, which is like, okay.
I didn't know Disney World has a court. Disney World has a basketball court.
Girl, I don't even know, but I also have the dates because they are not jumping right into playoff season, which I also stated. So July 9th through 29th is training camps, and then July 30th, August 14th is seeding games.
What do you mean by a bubble? Like a literal big plastic dome, or do you just
they're
mean
in a floating? A guy's gonna blow a bubble, and they're gonna float. I can't tell you that yet. They said they were like, don't
Michael Eisner. Shout outs to all my Disney fans. I'm a weird Disney fan.
She's big. You should look at her YouTube watch history.
It's okay. Listen, I feel like I need to defend myself. I don't know why, but I feel like I do. I am obsessed with the history of Disney, not Disney itself.
Oh yeah, Hope, tell us how many times you've been to Disney.
0.
Yeah.
How many times have I thought about going to Disney? Maybe twice in my whole life.
You know what? I went once.
You did?
Hated it. Yeah.
I think I would go. Like, I would not be I would not go to Disney, but first of all, it's so freaking expensive.
It is crazy.
I can't imagine what it's going to be like now with, like, I feel like amusement parks and that kind of thing are just, like, done for. What do you do now?
I know.
It's over.
You just have to risk it all. Maybe walk around with, like, an astronaut helmet on. I don't know, but...
That'd be kind of cool.
I like big roller coasters, and Disney is all about... Not all. Like, they have some big rides, but they're mainly about, like...
They're about theming.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, this is kind of lame.
I'm creeped out by Disney rides.
I'm creeped out
Parts
by
of the
Disney
Caribbean
characters.
looks creepy. Audio animatronics are creepy.
You know what? One of my biggest fears are those mascots. And they come up and walk around.
Oh, like the Disney characters?
Just any mascots in general.
I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you.
I hide from them. I get nervous because they want to humiliate?
I don't think they want to humiliate you.
I think they do. They want to make people laugh. And so they're like, let me pants this little girl real quick. It'll be so funny.
That's inappropriate.
That's Disney for you.
I
We're
don't
gonna get
think
sued.
so.
They don't pants little girls.
Yeah.
But they come up to you and they make a scene, and I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole, like, I just don't like interacting with people. So make me interact with someone who's like a character and I get even more weird. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to go there just to be like, oh, that podcast I listened to that talks about Disney, I understand what they mean now.
I can put it into context.
Like, I can put it, not like, oh, I really want to ride this ride and like all that. Because, yeah, I'm like you. I like big roller coasters. I like going fast.
Yeah, she does.
And Disney's all about, like, immersive rides and, like, really getting you to feel like you're one of the characters in the movie, which isn't bad or anything, but that's not
what I want.
I just want to feel like I'm about to die or something. That's
I want my stomach in my throat.
I want my throat in my stomach.
I want my nachos that I had on the person behind me. And I want to do some loops and some spins.
I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but I was like, where is this going? You want to do some
what? You never know. You never know.
All right, I'll say it. I want like a runner's high from roller coasters.
I don't know what a runner's high is.
Sorry, I was watching Office bloopers earlier, and there's a blooper with Angela. And she's like, I fully support drug testing. I used to run, but then I'd get a runner's high. So now I lift.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just funny because Angela's like 4'2".
Yeah.
And can't lift anything, I'm sure.
She's 42.
Is that mean? Is that mean to say?
No.
She's short. She's small.
She's a little girl.
She probably lifts more than me, though.
We appreciate our small people and our big people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well...
Where were we going?
Well, just one more thing about the mascots is, like, when people are around, they're gonna look at the mascot and watch them interact with people. Yeah,
because, like, people want that. I feel like if I was a kid...
That's what I hate.
I would not want freaking Mickey Mouse coming up to me like, that's not... No.
If it was just me alone in a room with the mascot, I would maybe say, what's up? Maybe give him a high five.
Well, and then some of them can't talk to you. Mickey can't talk to you. Because, like, Mickey's not supposed to talk.
Why?
They have, like... Kind of like almost, I think they're cast members, right? They have a cast member with Mickey who, like, kind of almost interprets Mickey's, like, mannerisms for you. Oh, like, Mickey, if you go up to Mickey, he's not supposed to talk to you. And that's so weird. I would try to break him.
Just like the, what is it? In London, the, like, Royal Palace Guards.
Yeah, like the Royal Guards or something.
I would try to get them to break.
Yeah.
Anyways. You know what? I was not a Disney Channel kid. I'll just come out and say it. I was a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network kid.
Jessie would beg to differ.
I watched that when I was in high school, though. I was late to the party.
I really liked That's So Raven.
Yes, don't get me wrong, they're classics. Life. But Disney Channel felt a little sheltered to me.
Oh, no, it was. Our Disney. We're like, what? We're in our 20s. So, like, our Disney was at that point where they're like, we can't... Like, Boy Meets World was Disney, right? And Boy Meets World was like, here's some real issues. I'm pretty sure they had episodes about, like, drugs and, like, sex. And, like...
Well,
but, like, in a good way.
Yeah, like a less... Well, also, so did That's So Raven. I saw a clip where they were talking about, like black people in, like, injustice, and I was like, okay, That's So Raven's kind of woke.
Eddie was talking about he had, like, a friend, and his dad's friend was like, you can't play with him.
Oh, Eddie.
I know.
And then it started... When did it go downhill? Sheltered. What were the stores... Like, the stores, the shows?
Personal opinion, I know someone who will back me up on this. After Austin and Ally is when Disney went downhill.
I know who's going to back you up.
I know, but you can't...
I think Austin and Ally's a good one. Also, Good Luck Charlie, although I did watch it.
Good Luck Charlie was okay. kind of annoyed me.
They're like the epitome of white people.
Yeah.
Hello,
and, like,
neighbors.
her mom was just really annoying.
Yeah. And so was the brother. And Charlie was kind of she was kind of mean.
She was. Was she? I don't know. I just feel like she was.
She's kind of a douche.
I don't know what's on there anymore. Did you just whisper douche?
No,
I would never say that. This is turning into an ASMR podcast.
Oh my god, I can't stand ASMR. I have a problem with noises, like people chewing. I can't.
Yeah, those like ones where there's funny ones though where it's like was it POV, like I'm smashing your head into the ground and it's just a guy like stomping on his camera. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Real quick, here's a few more dates. August 17th is the start of the postseason. So that's when all the playoffs begin. Not because I said they were going right into playoffs. Dummy. I was so wrong. I'm trying not to curse on this.
I think you can a little bit.
I'm sure it'll come out soon.
We'll have to. I think you have to mark it as explicit though if you curse.
Ooh.
But like, I don't think that would be crazy. We're not.
I don't know.
We're not big cursers, right?
We live in a prude world.
Mom, are you listening?
Okay, and then after that is when like the finals start. Like August 31st, September 13th will be conference semifinals. Conference finals will be September 15th through the 28th. And then the finals will be the September 30th through October 13th. So they should be done by October 13th. I just want to say, Bleacher Report is a scary place.
Oh, she's got stories.
I got stories. Can I tell them?
Yes.
Right.
I think that one story is absolutely hilarious.
Well, okay, so the other day, this isn't the big story. This is just like a less cool one. But I was just kind of in the comments, kind of, trying to start stuff with people.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, if you bring up coronavirus and how maybe, like, you're just asking a question. You're posing the question, do y'all think that, like, the sports leagues should be beginning again? Because COVID. Because I had, a notification that it was, like, 16 NBA players tested for COVID. Watch that be wrong. I don't think it's wrong, but I have a bad track record. And I was like, hey, like, do you think? And then this guy was like, 16 out of 302, chill out. And I was like, all right, let's box then. And then this other guy was like, and I said, you're a dumbass. Oh, look.
There it goes.
Cursed. He was just like, let's be real. They're going to be quarantined. If you're in good health and you get it, you'll be fine. And I was like, I told him he's a dumbass because I don't care if you get it and you're fine.
It's
Grandma's not going to be fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, he said, elaborate. I just said, I'll box you too. And then a lot of people were just commenting.
Wait, what is boxing?
I'm trying to box him.
Like boxing?
Yeah, like give him my boxing gloves, lace him up.
Okay, I didn't know if that was like a weird term for like I'll DM you or...
No, I'm gonna go Layla Ali on him.
I clearly know nothing about this kind of stuff.
Anyways, a lot of people were just like, it's fine. If they have corona, it'll be fine. But they're gonna be in the bubble. So if one person gets COVID, everyone's gonna get COVID.
Everyone gets, like, and especially in a sport where you're kind of crowded around each other and sweating and
literally touching and slapping butts.
Yeah.
Basketball's so romantic. And then I told this one guy, I was like, it's okay to be scared of a pandemic. They're just all... One guy said, yuppie, hypocritical, liberal alert, man your battle stations. I said, bruv, what?
Bruv.
I don't even know. This random guy said, Lindsey just took L after L. That was fun to read. I said, I'm here all week. Anyways, it was tough.
It does not sound like a fun place to be.
It is not, but what really matters is the DM I got 2 weeks ago. I don't want to give his name away because I don't want y'all to go search him and, like, light him up or anything, But
We're talking to you, Brad Pitt.
He said, hey girl, wanna be friends? And then his username is like, he's the real, and then like a famous basketball person, that's his username. I said, only if you're the real blank. And he said, well then we can be friends. And I was like, I was kidding, I don't want to be friends with him. He said, how are you doing? Let me ask you a question, is that okay? And then I thought it was going to be a serious question, like maybe something about basketball, or something about the pandemic, or whatever. I said, go ahead. He said, are you the sexting type, or the just friends type?
That's a serious question, he needs to know.
I said, sir, keep in mind, his profile picture is the basketball guy that he's claiming to be, which obviously it's not him, but I have no idea who this guy actually is, and what he actually looks like. And I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all. So I said, sir. He said, question mark. I'm confused. I said, I don't think it's that hard to understand, dork. What makes you think I want to sex you, dork? He said, oops, sorry. And then I sent him an article later about something very disturbing. And I said, you believe this shit? And he said, that is weird. It was an article about one of our past presidents.
Yeah.
It was something that I won't hope to explain it. I'd like to hear it from her.
You want me? Okay. It's an article about LBJ, right?
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Who sounds like a really weird, not good guy.
Very, very
Which,
weird.
I don't know why this is new to me, but that's probably a majority of our presidents. We're probably actually not very good people.
Oh my gosh, shocker.
He legitimately kind of sexually assaulted people. I mean, he exposed himself to people who did not want that. That's wrong.
Yeah.
But he called his penis Big Jumbo, right? Or is it just Jumbo?
Jumbo.
I guess that'd be redundant.
Let me open
And it's just...
It would cancel out, right?
Why?
Let's see.
I just don't... He sounds like a real weird guy. I would not have wanted to work with him.
These are the things. I want somebody else to start a podcast.
I
don't know.
I don't want to... Like, I don't... It was just like a random article. I don't know how...
So, one of my best friends, Matthew, shout out Matthew, sent me this article from historycollection.com. And let me just have a...
Like, is that real stuff? Like, I just feel like... I feel like that'd be a little more known by the general population.
That's what I'm saying. I want someone to make a podcast of random facts. Because, like, the only thing
people say about LBJ is, like, he signed, like, the Civil Rights Act, right?
I don't know.
I think he did. See, now I'm going to sound stupid. Might have to come back for some constructions on that one.
Let me read this little excerpt from here. So, basically, it's saying that he was peeing on his leg one time, and there's a Secret Service agent.
He was peeing on the Secret Service guy's leg, right?
Oh, yeah. So, once, while Johnson was in the middle of the process, a gust of wind caught the stream, blowing it onto a nearby Secret Service agent's leg. When the agent told the president that he was urinating on his leg, Johnson replied, I know. That's my prerogative.
That's gross!
They call it the Johnson treatment. It was a way to establish a kind of macho dominance over the people he was speaking to. Was that toxic masculinity? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that sounds like. That's weird. Oh my gosh. There's one good part that I gotta read. Oh my gosh. He affectionately nicknamed it Jumbo. Uh-huh.
And he found ways to work it into a conversation.
Why do people name their, like, I feel like men name their, well, not like in general, but like girls don't name their genitalia, do they? I don't.
I had girls. Girls
name their boobs, though.
Yeah, I had friends in high school who named their boobs, and they told me about it in geometry class, and I was like...
But, like, when do you ever bring that up? Like, oh, Karen's feeling a little sore today. Like, I don't... It's like, okay, why couldn't you just say your boobs?
I don't know. Some people just want to spice up their life, I think.
It's an interesting way of spicing up your life.
Apparently, once he used it to justify the Vietnam War.
Yeah, I remember that part. He was like, because my penis wanted it.
Yeah. First of all...
Although, honestly, that's probably the, like, underlying reason behind a lot of things a lot of people do. They're like, because.
So, like, a journalist asked him, like, a question about why the U.S. was involved in Vietnam, and Johnson was feeling frustrated, pulled his penis out of his pants and said, this is why. But if he's doing that in front of reporters, I think it would make more news, so I really don't know how accurate this is. But it's one of the things that you want to be true. I want it to be true. She's looking at me like...
I don't know what you mean by wanting it to be true. I would hope that didn't happen to a reporter.
I hope he did not... Yeah, I don't stand for, like, sexual misconduct or anything like that, but... I like to think that he's just a weird guy.
A weird guy. Not great sounding guy.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it, by the looks of it.
I mean, there's better ways to be weird. You don't have to be...
Yeah, be like us.
Yeah.
Just weird.
We would never flaunt our penises like that.
No, I keep mine tucked.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, is that... am I not allowed to say that?
I don't know. We don't have them. We don't have any penises.
We don't have any jumbos.
Nope, none.
All right. Maybe we'll move on from that one.
Yeah, anyways.
So...
what's up with you?
What is up? Nothing.
I know something that's up. Pizza.
Oh, you want to hear about my social anxiety and how talking to people makes me nervous? So, one of my siblings gave me, my sister-in-law actually, I guess, gave me a coupon for a pizza place around kind of where we live. And it's for a free large pizza, one topping, no purchase necessary. I mean, I'm literally getting a free pizza here. But to use the coupon, you need to, like, call them because you can't, it doesn't have a coupon code, so you can't use it on their website. And I am so nervous to call and order a pizza. And I don't know what, because I've never done it before.
You've never ordered a pizza before?
Not on the phone. Because it freaks me out and I hate talking to people because it makes me nervous.
Gen Z.
And Lindsey has been hyping me up all day.
She has to do it.
Like, I'm gonna do it because pizza is always worth it. That's the answer.
Yeah.
But I feel like people can relate. Like, I don't want to call and order, but I'm gonna do it. Also, I looked up the specific one I'm supposed to order from, and they do have bad reviews when it comes to people answering the phone and taking orders.
What?
Like, they say sometimes the workers are rude.
What?
Or, like, mess up the order.
Okay, if they're gonna be rude, I want to do it. That sounds fun.
Well, it was like a year-old review, so hopefully we got new workers there. But
fired.
that will occur. I will do that. That's what's up with me. I've been thinking about it for like 2 days, and that's kind of a problem. I shouldn't be that nervous about ordering pizza.
It's okay. You know what? I have really bad anxiety too around, like, talking to people. Mm-hmm. It's awful. I really, like, anytime I have to do a class presentation, I can't do it.
See, I like doing class presentations. I don't know why. Because I'm a pretty shy person, right? I'm not super outgoing in most situations. You look like you don't. You're just like...
I had a burp.
Okay. But I think it's... I don't know. Maybe it's because presentations are like a performance, and I've always wanted to be a performer.
She's deep down, she is a theater wannabe.
I think I'm a hidden theater nerd or whatever.
I just like to sit in class and not say a word the whole semester and just be there.
See, I'm like that too, though. Like, other than presentations, I don't like raising my hand. I've had multiple professors tell me you need to talk in class because, like, you have genuinely, like, good things to talk about. And I'm like, no.
You can't make
me. I'll take the low professionalism grade. Fine.
I don't care.
But I do feel like, I don't know. It seems a little unfair that you, like, if you're uncomfortable talking, it seems unfair that you're kind of forced to.
I mean, throwback to middle school when we had to take a class centered around presenting.
Yeah. And I loved that class.
Oh, I hated it. All the kids in it really scared me.
My teacher told me I should consider, like, pursuing something in, like, speech. I don't even know what you do in that. What, like, go around and give, like, inspiration. That's it. Teacher. I didn't even know it was called. I forgot it was called ComApp.
Okay, I will say there's one time when... So, I'm a Saints fan, born in Louisiana. Oh, who dat? And so anyways, in 7th grade, the Saints were going to the Super Bowl. And who are they even playing? The Colts? I don't remember.
Don't ask me.
That could be really wrong. Oh, well.
I would not know.
Anyways, so we had to do a presentation on a person. And I picked Drew Brees. Probably wouldn't pick him today because, you know, Drew Brees, he just got bad timing with the things he wants to say.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't pick him nowadays. But I did back then. And I was doing this presentation, and all the boys in my class were like, too bad they're gonna lose this weekend, da-da-da. And I was like, I started like shit-talking a little bit. See, then I started to get comfortable presenting. I was like, yeah, wait till Monday. And then I came in Monday, and the Saints won. And I was like, screw all y'all. Your mom's a hoe.
Did you have like a pretty woman moment?
Oh, well, like when
do you work on commission?
I love Pretty Woman.
I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
We need to add it to the list.
Oh. You know what's on our list? Flower.
Oh!
So, Zoe Dutch?
Yeah.
Dutch? I don't know how to say her last name, sorry. She's in it. We watched Before I Fall a few weeks ago. And I liked it. It was pretty good. It wasn't like
weeks ago.
It was probably a few months ago, huh? Time
That's
flies.
Valentine's Day.
Was it?
I think so. We made our meatballs.
I thought that's when we we also watched Love. No, that one show. Blind Love or something.
Oh wait, didn't we watch P.S. to All the Boys I've Ever Loved too?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, when did
Don't
we watch-
recommend.
Mm-mm.
We
First
watched
one's
that
better.
right before like everything started like shutting down.
Oh, I just remembered I had shout out Stefan also.
Shout out to Stefan.
Big supporter. Forgot to shout him out. Thank you,
We
Stefan.
appreciate the support.
I think it's because you said Zoe Dutch and it reminded me of.
Zoe Dutch.
Because I always thought he was talking about Zoe Deschanel and I always correct him.
Does he know who she is?
No, because he's like, oh, okay.
Oh.
We're both clueless here.
Anyways, Flower, really weird movie. It started off like alright. Like it was
Yeah.
funny.
Until
The
she
char-
offered to perform a blowjob on her stepbrother. I was like,
and I was like, huh?
hmm.
Why is that your first reaction to someone
Oh,
being
you're
sad?
white. Okay. It's a no from me.
Well, I don't want to spoil it, but like
The
it
movie
was bad.
It sucks,
at the
but you
end.
should watch it and you should write into us.
Because it started off okay.
Tell us what you think about it. We have an email.
I just kind of felt like I was watching several movies at once.
It felt like it was an indie producer, director, like an indie film, and they were really reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Because the ending was just like,
Huh?
what?
What? Like where
We
did
were
that...
watching and we were like,
Yeah.
what? I was mad. And
Yeah.
it made me, it was a very like, the mood was just really depressing, and I was like,
It
oh.
was. It was also very sexual,
Very.
but just like in a weird way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't recommend, but also would. Go watch it so you know what we went through.
Yeah, write us in. We have our email set up. It is uncommonthotspodcast@gmail.
Yes.
And thoughts is THOTS.
Like the-
It's a play on words that we did. You know, because we have thoughts that we find are uncommon, but like we're not really thoughts, but
We're
it's
not
just
really
funny.
thoughts. I don't know why.
I think we're the farthest things from thoughts,
Maybe
but
that's
it's okay to be
the
a
funny
thought.
part.
You want to be a thought? Be a thought.
Yeah, go for it. We don't care.
One time, Nick showed me this song, and it was like, "Why my old lady gotta be a thought?" That was like junior year of high school when he found it, and we would listen to it at lunch.
What a time.
I miss you, Nick. Hi. If you're listening, I don't even know.
Hi.
Also,
wait, can we talk about in that movie? Her dad was
Nick.
what? Nick. His name's like
Well,
John
Nick
Johnson
from
or
New
something.
Girl.
Yeah,
Nick Miller.
like did they literally just hire him to take pictures of him?
I don't know. He
He wasn't
in the
actually
movie.
in the movie.
See, that's what I want to do in class
I
presentations.
think his voice might have been in the movie. I might be
I
making
don't even
that
think
up.
so.
No, it
No,
was,
I heard it for a second.
right? I don't know what it was.
Maybe the
Maybe when-
voicemail.
for the
his name.
jail or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, weird.
New Girl's also really funny.
Ah, New Girl's good. I would anyone who has not watched New Girl, I would recommend.
Watch it. It's hilarious. I started My Hero Academia yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I mean, one episode in and I'm hooked. It's kind of got like, it's got a Naruto, like Hunter x Hunter kind of vibe to it.
Mhm.
Like, just real kind of like innocent and like, it's got like a school background and it's, I don't know, I think I've just been watching a lot of dark anime lately and I needed something more
Something happy.
happy and like, it's kind of like the underdog. Like he's, you know, I don't want to like take too much time getting into it, but I really like it so far.
It's good. I
Yeah.
need to find a show to watch. I have a hard time committing to shows by myself. So like I don't finish many shows
Mhm.
when it's just me watching, but if I'm watching it with like you or like my sister or like Harvey, then I'll finish it.
Yeah.
But by myself, I'm just like, I don't want to watch this anymore, and then I don't. If
Yeah.
a show is under 2 seasons and they're short seasons, I'll probably finish it. But beyond that, I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
We have to finish Hunter x Hunter. We've been watching it for like almost 2 years.
Yeah. We have like 20 episodes left, so I think we just kind of forget about it.
But if y'all watch Hunter x Hunter, you know that it's not finished. I think the manga is still coming out.
Oh, yeah.
But
And the show's just
anime
far
is not.
behind, I think.
Because I think the writer's wife got sick.
Mm-hmm.
She might have died. I'm not sure.
Sound like someone knocking on the door.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Maybe it was
Anyway,
below us.
Maybe. So I don't know, but it's a really good show. It has a big twist in it that it just gets so dark all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah. That's when I was just like, this is really sad.
It's like, what? But it's so good. It's so creative. I feel like because Harvey used to be like, it's so good.
So, oh my god, I've watched every episode
Gosh.
3,000 times.
That's how I feel about it now. Anyways,
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some questions.
I have answers, maybe.
Yeah.
I have questions somewhere.
We want to open this up to y'all, the listeners. So, I already told you the email, so if I have to tell you again, I'm going to be mad. Not really, I'll tell you again. But get that email open right now. It's uncommonthotspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Get it open right now.
All lowercase, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to get too fancy.
Because we want to hear your answers to these questions, because they're kind of weird questions.
Yes.
So, first one.
Okay.
Favorite weird food combo?
Oh man, you gotta give me time for these.
I'll say, I think I have one, but I don't know how weird it is. It's just like when I mention it to people, they kind of give me like a stank eye.
Okay, yeah. It's not that weird when you really think about it, but whenever I tell people, they're like, what? I eat ramen a lot. Just like instant ramen, I'm not ashamed. I think it's delicious. And I put milk in mine. I don't make my broth straight up milk, but I add a little bit of milk because it tastes like a little creamy. And people think it's the weirdest thing in the world. And I don't know why that's weird, because creamy soup exists. And I'm kind of salty about it.
Have you heard of cream of mushroom? Cream of chicken?
Cream of chicken is one of my favorite soups.
She loves chicken.
That's not super weird, though.
I don't know, because I don't really know how ramen's made, so I can't be like, ugh.
It's just soup.
And I would trust you on ramen.
I eat it.
She's an addict.
Often. I don't know. I mean, I think I just in general kind of mix weird-ish flavors together because I cook just for myself, so I just eat whatever I want. But nothing crazy.
Okay, well, mine...
I was gonna say, what's yours?
Oh my gosh.
I'll get it.
So I love scrambled eggs, and I used to put a lot of sour cream on it. Is that weird? I don't know. It's just like...
I wouldn't say it's weird. It's just uncommon.
Oh my gosh. Theo.
I also just don't like scrambled eggs that much, so it automatically sounds slightly off to me.
There was a point in time in college where I was eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good budget food.
Hey, don't mess anything up.
Yeah, it's gotta be a hammer. Yeah, I don't know. I had to ban myself from buying sour cream because I would eat it with everything.
Oh yeah. Well, now you haven't finished the one you have. I put it in my soup.
I'm scared. Because I'll just take chips. Maybe I should do that. Take chips and just go to town.
Oh yeah, I should make my guac tonight.
Oh my gosh, please.
It's not going to be a lot. It's one avocado and it's small. But you are welcome to have some because I don't
you
eat
can use
that
sour
much
cream
avocado.
if you want. Make it creamy.
That sounds good.
Okay, next question. I like this question a lot.
Okay.
What are some weird conspiracy theories that you believe?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Way.
Yes. I looked
Shut
up a list of I literally looked up silly questions.
Shut your face.
No.
I'm going to punch you. No way. Okay, what are they?
Well, I don't know. I was going to ask you, so I have to think about it.
I have one.
That I actually believe?
Well, I love...
Or that I like to entertain the idea of.
Okay.
She's ready, I guess.
Okay, I'm putting my fist down.
That's not a fist. That was a hand. That was an open hand.
That was my fist.
That's a fist now.
Okay. So, anyways, I love conspiracy theories. I don't really care if they're wrong or not, because how are you to know?
That's the whole point.
It's fun. You're supposed to speculate on them. Okay, first of all, oh my god, I'm having all these, I didn't realize I remembered all these. The Denver airport. If you haven't looked at the Denver airport one, look at it. There are, a lot of talk. If we go missing after this episode, it's the Illuminati.
Will it even get uploaded?
Gosh, the internet's gonna shut down. Little Y2K action. Anyways, there's the Denver airport, and there are, beliefs that I believe it's tied to the Illuminati.
Okay.
And there's all these...
Still don't really understand what the Illuminati is.
I don't either.
We'll have to talk about that in a future episode.
Yeah. So there's all these murals along the walls, and I've looked for them, but I wasn't in the right terminal, so I didn't get to see them.
Mm-hmm.
But they are really creepy. You should look them up. There's one, I believe there's just, I don't exactly remember what they look like.
Wait, Denver?
The Denver airport.
Colorado?
Yes.
Okay. I might have been there then.
I've been there, but
I've
never
been to
seen
Colorado before.
Yeah.
So I feel like I might have landed in the Denver airport. I probably did. Now I'm pretty sure we stayed in Denver.
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 Alright, I'll show.
Are you gonna show me? Maybe we can eventually create an Instagram
This one is like
or something
apocalyptic,
and like show these pictures.
It's got a lot of apocalyptic symbols and like just weird things. Like, you know, in an airport, you would just kind of want chill art.
Yeah, why would you want that in an airport? That's kind of scary.
Oh, there's this one too, and if you look, I think I used to watch videos on this stuff a long time ago, so I'm not really fresh on it. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do an episode just dedicated to conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Here's one. It's like a Nazi officer. So you're not slick, Denver.
Well, I don't understand why you would put that in an airport. I don't understand why you would put that anywhere.
Neither do me.
Neither do
me. I'm a pirate, baby.
Okay.
Baby girl.
I think we started this one together. The idea that the Dakotas aren't real.
Oh, yeah. So think about it.
Just this idea that, and I know you're going to think, I know someone from North Dakotas. Okay.
Do you really?
But do you really? And also, they're FBI agents.
Yeah, they've been put
How have
here.
you not caught on yet?
They've been sent here to tell you they're from there, so you don't think anything of it.
Like, okay, you might say, I've seen people with, like, South Dakota or North Dakota license plates, but have you ever seen someone actually driving the car?
Never.
I never have. I might see the car moving, but I don't see
never.
the driver because I'm not looking.
Never.
Because I'm scared. Because they're coming to get us.
If you see a Dakota license plate, just go the opposite direction.
Even if you're going the right way, go the wrong way.
Go the wrong way.
Because as I learned from you, you can always turn around when you're driving.
Did I tell you that?
Mm-hmm. You told me that once. You're like, the beauty of driving is you can always turn around.
Wow.
And I take that to heart. I turn around a lot when I'm driving. Not the car, just my body.
She sits crisscross in the seat.
I wish.
And her back is facing the steering wheel.
I cannot sit normal. You can tell right now. I like sitting on my knees.
I love sitting on my feet.
Yes. But apparently that's bad for your ankles. You can get drop foot, which is when the muscle that lets you pull your foot up, like, gets overused, and so it stops working, and your foot just, like, droops.
Man, why can't I have fun ever?
I know. My brother told me that, and I legitimately got kind of nauseous.
I feel like he made it up.
I don't know
Spencer?
why. No.
Was it Preston?
Uh-huh.
Drop foot? I feel like that's something you can come up with on the fly. Drop foot.
I think it's a real thing.
It's like spontaneous
Like spontaneous combustion?
No. What is it in the office where your teeth melt? Spontaneous
You lost me.
It's the healthcare episode.
I know, and I don't remember.
Someone write us in and tell us, because someone's screaming it at home right now.
I think I might have to undo it.
I also love, first of all, I just want to say, I'm in love with Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster.
You do have quite the collection of socks.
I love it. I don't care if they're real or not.
I
don't rain on my
want the
parade.
Loch Ness Monster to be real.
Me too.
Because underwater sea creatures that are ginormous scare me so much, and I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
I have read something recently that they discovered oceans under the oceans, and it's like, we only discovered 5% of the ocean we know about.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what is lurking in those other oceans.
Oh, the weirdest stuff. The absolute
even
weirdest
in the rest
stuff
of the
that we've never
95%.
seen.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, also the Avril Lavigne one is amazing.
What's the Avril Lavigne?
What?
It sounds familiar.
So, people are saying that she faked her death, or no, maybe she died. That the real Avril Lavigne either died or faked her own death. I don't really remember. But they claim that the new girl that's her is like a fake Avril Lavigne. Because she kind of looks like her, but in a way she kind of doesn't. So, I don't know. Do with that what you will.
I'll have to look into this.
Yeah, we'll
and express my more genuine opinion.
Yeah. Okay, next. If you were invisible for 10 minutes, what would you do?
Excuse me. I burped. I don't know. I think I would just try and scare people a little bit. Nothing crazy.
That's really mean.
Not trying to give anyone a heart attack.
That's really mean.
But I think I would I would go up to someone's door and knock on it.
No! That would scare the crap out of me.
And then when they open it, I would move so that I could still knock on the door.
Evil. I don't answer the door.
What would you do?
Oh, I already know what I would do.
Because I don't want to, like, go steal things. That feels wrong. Also, that would look really confusing if there was just, like... Because we all know if it'd be a plant. I would steal a really expensive plant. Yeah. And it would just be a plant floating out of a store.
Also, I think... I don't steal stuff, but I think the fun of stealing is that you didn't get caught. So if you're invisible, you're not going to get caught. There's no fun.
It's that adrenaline.
Okay, what I would do... I would just, like... stand next to tables where couples are on their first dates. I want to hear how awkward it is. I want to be there. So you would just
eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I would like to be in a room with people and then like talk a little bit and then leave and then come back invisible and see what kind of shit they're talking.
Okay, I like that one.
Really weird.
Here's the thing. I don't think a lot of people actually do that if you're not an annoying person.
Maybe I would have to be I am an annoying person, actually.
You're not annoying.
I just whistled through my teeth on accident. Did you hear that?
I did hear it. That's okay. We all do things we don't mean to.
Okay. I feel like some of these are kind of... Okay, if you could shift all of your body fat to one part of your body, where would it be?
All of it?
And you can't say your butt.
Why?
Because that's too easy.
What? I guess my boobs.
No. Too easy.
That's not fair. You're not letting me give my genuine answer.
Fine, give your genuine answer.
But I don't even want to do that.
Okay. Well, you have to.
I guess my boobs. I don't know. That'd be weird though. I don't really want bigger boobs.
I don't know.
And I also don't want a bigger butt.
Yeah.
We watched the Kardashians yesterday. I'm sorry. Kim Kardashian's butt looks really weird.
It does.
It doesn't look right. There's something weird there.
I have to say, I get really into the show.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Let me tell you what I would do.
Yeah, I would say where.
I would put it all to my nose. Just in case if I ever fell on my face, it would break the fall. Think about how much fat... I got a lot of fat on my body. Think about how much fat would be there to cushion it. And you'd probably be able to smell really good.
I don't think that's how that works.
Don't rain on my parade.
You wouldn't let me put my fat where I wanted to put it.
It was too easy.
Well, then don't ask the question.
You could put it on your feet so you could always jump off of things.
I don't want to do that.
You want to jump out of a high tree?
No. Next
Fine.
question.
Okay.
I didn't like that one.
All right, last one. This, I think, is actually my favorite question.
Okay, I think you've said that about like every question.
Changing it to this one. If you were at a funeral and the body fell out of the casket, what would you do?
I think I would just sit there. What do you do?
I would sprint up to the front and lay in the casket.
It's a little messed up.
But that's what I would do.
But, like, how are they going to put it back in? What if they put it back in on top of you? Because you're invisible.
I'm not invisible anymore. That was only for 10 minutes.
If you were invisible and you went to a funeral and moved the body, that'd be messed up, but kind of funny.
TM that for a TV show.
Yeah.
Or skits.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You need that.
Anyways, that's all I got for the questions. I want to hear your answers, all of you listeners out there.
Oh, I was like, I literally just answered you.
So write it in. Let us know. I have some stuff I want to read to you. Some stuff that I looked up today.
What? What'd you look up?
So
this is the thing you yelled at me about, and I was like, I don't have my glasses on. I can't see what that says.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise her. I thought she saw my laptop. But, I don't know. I guess we think it would be kind of fun if we, like, share stuff with each other. Maybe, like, go back and forth. Or, like, take turns. Just, it could be like, anything. Next
episode, I would ask you questions?
Or, like, it could be, like, something...
Or we'd teach each other about something?
Yeah, or we could each do it. Like, we could do conspiracy theories one episode. I think the beauty of this podcast is inconsistency.
Because we're inconsistent people.
Oh, yeah.
When we talk, and you've probably experienced it by listening, we do not stick on the same subject.
We can't finish.
It's just hard.
It's hard. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and, like... One thing you say reminds you of another thing, and you need to talk about that because then you're going to forget.
Yes.
So you just need to, like, get it all out. So, like, maybe it's hard to follow, but I think it's good. I think we're going to have some form of structure, but I think that structure is no structure.
Yeah, it's beauty of it. Come here. Oh my gosh, Theo.
Her cat does not want to come inside, despite acting like he wanted to come inside.
He does it, like, 6 times a day.
He's messing with you. He's like, look... He's like, all right, all you bugs out here, watch this. Watch me play a joke on my owner.
This is so funny. Okay, I don't know how I got to this topic, but I am very obsessed with this kind of stuff. There's a few things I'm obsessed with. This is one of them. People that, like, kind of, they had, like, a near escape from death. Like, they cheated their own death. It's like, and by just a little twist of fate. So this one, I'm out of breath from standing up. Hold on. This one is about 9/11, and it's twists of fate that saved these people's lives on 9/11. And there's 7 stories of people, so I'll try to go through it quickly. So, on September 11th, 2001, nearly 3,000 people lost their lives. Oh, by the way, this article is from Reader's Digest, and it's called Twist of Fate That Saved These People's Lives on 9/11 by Jen. I'm gonna butcher her name. Sorry, Jen. Jen Babacan. I think that's it.
It's the effort that counts.
Yeah. So the first one is Holly Winter. And she was supposed to have a blissful reunion with her college friends, and they were going to meet up at the World Trade Center, I guess. Because she lived in Denver at the time. So she says,
Conspiracy
theory. It all ties up. I was supposed to investigate 3/11. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be at the Twin Towers on September 11 with my 2 best friends from college who lived in Chicago and New York City. Because the New York City-based friend worked nonstop, Winter and her other friend coordinated their calendars for a surprise breakfast picnic on September 11th in New York at his office in the original World Trade Center. It was the only date that worked for both of us, so their plan was to fly into the city the night before and then show up at his office at 8 a.m. And so she continues, I called my mom who lived upstate New York to let her know I was coming into town. And she told me she was coming to visit me instead. I begged her to change her trip, reminding her that she was retired, so her schedule was more flexible. She refused, saying it felt like the right time to visit. So Winter had to cancel the whole trip with her friends because her mother's intuition was like, I'm coming to see you.
Yeah.
And so her mom's intuition pretty much saved her life because she would have been in the tower.
Wow.
This lady's name is Brenda Christensen, and she took a rare vacation. Let's see. So she was in New York City for work in the fall. So she was supposed to be at the tower that day, but 2001 was the one year she decided to go on vacation. So instead of being in downtown Manhattan that year, she spent the night at a hotel in New Orleans for a stayover en route to meet her sister-in-law in Jamaica. She woke up in the French Quarter to the horrific news, not knowing if my colleagues and staff were decimated as they were near the towers in Lower Manhattan. Luckily they weren't, she says. So it's just crazy, like that's the one year. Because she should have been in there.
Yeah.
I love these stories so much. This guy, his name is James Stafferock. He pretty much just that morning decided to just move a little slower. And he was 20 minutes behind schedule. And that's what saved his life, because he would have been in the towers
That's
already.
crazy. Oh, see, but I'm always 30 minutes ahead.
Me too.
That hurts me, I guess.
But it depends, because what if it's better to be ahead in your situation?
That's true.
So this woman is named Crystal Brown Tatum, and she says a broken heart saves her life. So in 2001, she was engaged to be married, and she was going to move to New York City with him. So she had a job offer from Morgan Stanley Dean Witter, working in Twin Tower 2. But unfortunately, she discovered a few things that made her call off the wedding and the move. So when 9/11 happened, she was numb because she would have been working in the World Trade Tower on that Tuesday. So pretty much because she decided to break off the engagement and stay where she was.
That's crazy.
It gets me thinking so much, like
all those tiny decisions you make that change.
All these small decisions.
Like whenever
really
there's
add up.
One time on my way to school, in high school when I was driving to school, right in front of me was an accident. A car was trying to, I think, turn right on red, and a car came and hit him. And I was right behind that car. I was like, that if that was me, that could have been me.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was hurt, thank goodness. But it's weird to think the slight difference in time. Like if I had left 2 minutes earlier that day, or something like that. It's weird. All those tiny decisions that can lead to something really, a really drastic change in something.
It really gets you thinking. Puts you in an existential crisis. You know. Let's see. George Keith drove his brand new BMW through Central Park when the vehicle shifted into first gear unexpectedly. He made an appointment at the dealership for 7 the following morning with the hopes of making it to an 8 a.m. meeting downtown. But he tells Reader's Digest that what happened next was one inconvenience he will never complain about. I got to the BMW dealership at 7, but the mechanics refused to work before 8. So I waited. I would be pissed. I waited an hour for a 3-minute repair. I left the shop and raced down the expressway to get to my meeting on the 73rd floor. He was sitting in traffic when he saw smoke coming out of the top of the first tower that was hit. Because he was on the 73rd floor. That's where he worked. He would have been really... So he turned on the radio to hear that a small plane had crashed into it. At that point, I glanced behind me at the Hudson River and saw a jet flying lower than I've ever seen. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Could you imagine seeing it happen? I knew it was a terror attack at that point. Yeah, it's unfortunate my car broke down. Many people I know didn't make it. It's still an emotional thing. Oh, that's so... Like, your colleagues and stuff. I feel like I would have survivor's guilt. Like, why me, you know? Okay, the next one is Greer Epstein. She says a cigarette break saves her life. She arrived at 7:30 a.m., I visited the cafeteria on the 43rd floor. I don't think I've ever been on the 43rd floor of a building. That's a tall building. I don't know if I have.
Maybe.
And it's like double that, right? I don't know how many floors there were, but...
No idea.
The guy before was on the 73rd. So at 8:40, she received a call from a coworker who suggested we prep for a later meeting over a cigarette. So she grabbed her cigarette case and heads to the elevator. She says the elevator car jumped and bounced as I reached the ground floor. I remember thinking, I am not taking that car again. She's really never taking that car again.
Yeah.
As I exited the made note of the car number. Oh, she made note of the car number. Sorry. I turned toward the revolving doors to the street. Through the glass windows, I saw people ducking, flaming paper raining down. So this happened while she was in the elevator?
That's crazy.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Can you imagine 1 minute you're fine, and when you get out of the building, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Why is this paper raining down? That's on fire. So as I turned to the revolving door, I noticed that so many people were jammed into it that I couldn't turn. I remember looking up and seeing a huge hole in the side of the first tower. I heard someone say a plane had hit the building. We watched for a while and saw people holding onto the outside of windows way up on the building. Then they were just letting go, falling all that way. As my mom said, like, I guess when she watched the news, you could see people, like, jumping, which is one of the most heartbreaking things. I'm trying not to cry. As I stood and watched, I saw a plane coming from the south and flying right toward the second tower. So they had witnessed the jet hurtle into the second tower, as well as the building's horrifying collapse, and ran to the safety of a nearby doorway while a cloud of dust threatened to overtake them. She felt like the world was ending. Okay, this is the last one. Laura Sorokoff-Gelman. I feel like I'm saying all their names wrong. I'm sorry if I am.
Hey, you're trying.
She rode the Port Authority subway train through the World Trade Center station on her commute each morning. That was before she was laid off on Friday, September 7th. I would have been there if I weren't laid off 4 days before. And as it happened, I had planned to go to the unemployment office next to the World Trade Center that morning, but was waiting till after rush hour, so I never got on the train that day.
Wow.
It's like, I think I watched a documentary on it where people were talking about, like, yeah, traffic, or I stopped to get a coffee somewhere else before, and it's just like, I don't think I would ever be the same after that.
Yeah, it's gotta be weird.
Right? I don't, like, I don't know. It's so sad.
Yeah.
My mom is always like, I know exactly what I was doing. I was in preschool when it happened. I don't remember.
Yeah,
she told
I was
me
like 2 years old, so.
Yeah, I was 4. Ugh. It's weird, like, that today's kids, like, weren't alive when it happened, you know? So I feel like for us, it's like, we were alive. We might not remember it, but, like, I don't know. We talked about it in school and stuff. I feel like they don't really talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, didn't mean to dampen it. Dampen
the mood.
Yeah, but I just love those stories. And it's like a reminder of, like, life is short, man.
Yeah.
Super short. You gotta take everything with a grain of salt.
Every decision you make can, like, change something.
Even if you feel like it's a bad decision, or if something didn't work out the way you wanted it to, it might be for a better reason that you just don't know yet.
Weird.
Crazy. Okay. We also had a suggestion. Someone wanted to know what books we're reading right now and any book recommendations.
Yeah. I would not recommend The Guest Book. That's a book I mentioned in the last one, not the title. Have been reading basically since like January. Really long book, which is not the issue necessarily. I don't mind a long book. I'll read a 500-page book if it's a good book. But this book is just like dragging on. But a good book that I really liked that I read last year was The Miniaturist. The Miniaturist? You know, like miniatures, but like someone that makes them. I feel like I say it weird.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Oh my goodness. I personally like books that take place in a specific period and it's not present. I don't like those books as much. This one takes place in like, I don't know, the like 1500s or something. Oh, so good. Amazing. There's a weird kind of supernatural element, but it's very subtle. And I had a really good twist in it that I was just not expecting.
We love a good twist.
Like, this the kind of twist where like you kind of forget, like, you're just like, wait, whoa, what? Like, that happened? So good. I would recommend that.
Wait, question.
Answer.
Why are you dragging on with the first book?
Why?
Yeah. Is it just one of those things where, like, you're like, I have to finish it?
Oh, with the guest book?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like... I've read so much of it that I don't like... I'll start a book, and if I don't like it, I won't finish it if I'm, like, less than 50 pages in. But I'm, like, 150 pages in.
Oh, she's in.
I also just have it, right? Libraries are closed indefinitely for the moment, so I might as well try finishing it.
It's like Cat Heaven. I can't return Cat Heaven.
Yeah.
I've had it for
That's
so
a good one.
It's a great picture book. Talks
Yeah.
about Cat Heaven.
That's like my biggest recommendation right now. When we did that book exchange on Instagram, I sent that to the person that I got. So.
Yes. Let me think. I'm currently reading Lonesome Dove because I made a deal with my dad, so that's what I'm reading, and it's not my favorite. It's not for me. It's a Western, and it is 850 something pages long.
Oh, wow.
Like, I might as well be reading the Chronicles of Narnia.
Hey, those are good books.
They are good books. I'm also in the middle of rereading The Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yeah.
Which is so sad, honestly.
I was just talking with my friends about how it's kind of sad that you can't reread a book series for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wish I could reread Harry Potter for the first time.
Yeah. Me too.
I read it in, like, 6th grade, so maybe I kind of could, but I still kind of know what happens.
I was late. I read it in high school because I lost a bet because I was like, I don't want to read this. And then I read it and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever read.
Yeah, they're good books.
What else?
I read a lot of books last year, not this year.
Yeah, I'm still having a hard time getting on the train.
Yeah.
I just got Hood Feminism I think it's by Mickey Kendall. And I really like that book.
Yeah.
It talks about, like, it's kind of like the notes left behind from the women and, like, the civil rights movement, and just, like, it's kind of amplifies Black voices, especially voices of women, which is good because they are, you know, they're extremely oppressed, and they have good things to say. And so it talks about, like, feminism and how feminism differs by race, which you don't really think about when you think about feminism.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and I like it because she's real, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, she's not sugarcoating anything. She'll, like, throw cuss words in, and when people cuss, I like them more. Like, my doctor the other day was cussing, and I was like, I like you. So anyways, I was like, yes. And then I'm not reading yet, but I got White Fragility. I don't remember who wrote it, but it's like why white people have a hard time talking about race. So if you are one of those people, or if you know people who are having a hard time, I would recommend those to them. Also, The New Jim Crow is a great book, and it explains everything, and kind of why things are the way they are today, which a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't think about it.
And so it's easy for people to come up with excuses.
Yeah, it's important to know where a lot of things started and what things are rooted in.
Educate yourself.
Yeah.
Do it.
And don't put it on someone else to do it for you.
Yeah.
You put in the work. You need to put in the work. Don't wait for someone else to talk to you about it.
Yeah. I keep seeing, like, on Twitter, it's not a Black person's job to educate you on white privilege or the injustices. Like, that is not their job.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you ask somebody, I'm sure they'd love to have a conversation, but that expectation of that isn't acceptable.
It's not.
And you need to take it on yourself to further your understanding of it. Even if you think you're educated.
Yeah.
There's always
more to learn. In everything, there's always more to learn.
Yeah.
you're always learning. You're always gaining new experiences.
And there's so many good movies and shows and documentaries on Netflix and Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Amazon is, I don't know if they're still doing it, but it's like a free rental period for movies made by like Black directors and producers, and movies like that amplify the Black voices and stories.
Yeah.
So you can rent them for, I think, 30 days. No, 2 days.
Okay.
But you have 30 days to start
difference.
watching it once you rent it.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
free. And yeah, I was watching 13th on Netflix, which is really good. It's really educational.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the new Jim Crow.
Yeah.
And there's even one short episode of The Explained. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And they talk about like redlining and a lot of historical things that happened, which is crazy to think because it wasn't that long ago.
And it still happens today. A lot of stuff still goes on. It's kind of hidden. We either try and hide it or we don't talk about it.
Or we don't notice it because it's that embedded.
Or we're so privileged that we can go on in our lives and choose not to explore it or learn more about it.
Yeah. So we challenge you to educate yourself. Pick up a book. You have time.
Yeah.
We know you have time. Wear a mask, please.
Always wear a mask.
It's getting really bad. The testing lines are really long, which is good. People are like knowing.
Mm-hmm.
But don't make it worse. Don't take unnecessary risks. I'm going to step off my...
Isn't that like a...
horse,
what you call it thing? Isn't that what Visco girls do?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Not in a bad way, I just don't get it.
Visco girl, if you're listening, explain to us. Please write into us. We will read your emails and we will read them out. And you can let us know if you want your name to be said.
Yeah, we want input from our listeners.
Also, I just think it'd be really
and
funny.
Engagement.
Tell us an embarrassing story that happened to you.
You can do anonymous embarrassing stories. Because I'll be telling embarrassing stories about myself. I'm sure Lindsey will be too. That are unfortunately not anonymous. But I think that's something that's really fun. If you can tell someone an embarrassing story, it makes everything easier. Mm-hmm. It really does.
Yeah, you gotta laugh at yourself. You have to. Yeah, that's it for me. Do you have anything?
I think that's it.
I
think that was good.
It'll be a surprise next episode what we're talking about.
A good sophomore go at it.
Yeah. Thank you for listening.
We appreciate anyone who listens.
And who's like sharing it with their friends. It means so much, for real.
I think what we want most from this is people to just be able to feel like they're kind of in a conversation. Yes. I think that's what I appreciate about a podcast is feeling like when I'm driving, especially when I'm like driving home and it's kind of a longer drive, just having something to be like, oh, like this is fun. It's interesting, but also like it's nice to just hear people like talking. Yeah,
it's the banter. That's always my favorite part of any podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, so My Favorite Murder is my favorite podcast. Mm-hmm. I love Karen and Georgia. They're like, I don't even know how to describe them. They're like, I want them to be my stepmothers, but I also want to keep my real mother because I really love her. But they could be like my aunts.
Yeah, there you go.
Or like my neighbors. And they live together for some reason because they're not together.
Yeah.
They're straight women. One's married, but whatever. Not important. But I just love listening to them. And like sometimes I like that more than like the actual things they're supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
It's just nice to feel like you're there with them, or like if you're at work and you're bored and you have your headphones in. I don't know. It just helps it fly by.
It does. Yeah.
So please.
We're hoping that this can be that for other people.
Yeah.
And for us. I enjoy listening to this.
I do too. It's weird hearing your own voice.
It's also like I was in that conversation and yet I'm listening to it and it feels kind of new.
Yeah. Like, did I say that? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Also, like we said, we're really open to constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. Don't make us cry, though.
Yeah, be kind, but, we're trying to make this better. We're trying to improve.
And we say a lot of dumb shit sometimes.
Yes.
And wrong
feel free
stuff.
to correct us.
Yeah. We welcome it.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So, we'll see you next time.
And we will have a sound soon, so just be patient.
What? A sound?
Like an intro song.
Oh, I think...
Yeah,
we will,
just hang on.
Like I said, if anyone wants to help us with that, we are open to it.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.